Gavin, the season has started off very well so far, 30 winners on the boards, so it was a good summer, and you head into the winter now with a very strong team here in the yards. We'll run through some of the horses that you're looking forward to for the season ahead, and we'll start with two-time Stayers winner Floren Porter, who made his debut in Cheltenham 2 weeks ago and made it a winning one as well. You must have been delighted with that.
Delighted, Davey, yeah. Listen, we schooled him at home here, and yeah, she was very good to jump at home. I was pretty confident he was going to go there and jump well, and sure, listen, have to go and do it, but we're delighted with it. And
no better place to start there. He knows that place inside out.
Yeah, he knows it all right for sure, and just thought it was a nice opportunity. I think in past years there's been a small field and not a particularly strong race, and for 40 grand, it's just grand. You know, you wouldn't get it for winning beginner chase in Ireland, so yeah, it was nice.
Where might we see him next time?
Listen, probably Leopardstown at Christmas, the 3 mile novice, but he potentially, a small chance he could go to the Florida Pearl. That's up to 3 miles now. It is going right-handed, which he hasn't run over for a couple of years, but listen, I'll have a chat with the owners and we might give him an entry and see. He's a lot more straightforward than he used to be.
Okay. Let's be clear about it. Obviously a very good bumper horse and novice hurdler for you, Fortin and Albert Bartlett last year. Got off to a winning start in his beginners in Gorn, jumped very well, but unbelievable performance last week in Cork.
Yeah, great performance, jumped brilliant. Listen, he looked a lot better there over fences than he has been over hurdles, and you know, he was a solid enough horse over hurdles, and he's 4th in 2 Grade 1s. Yeah, he's an exciting horse, so he'll have an entry for Trinmore and more than likely go there.
As you mentioned, 4th in a Grade 1 last year, 3 mile. Over fences, he shouldn't really have a problem in staying over 2.5 mile then?
Definitely not. He's probably shown more gears over fences. I suppose he jumps so well, you know, he's getting a couple of lengths everywhere, and he definitely doesn't have to go 3 miles anyway.
Horse 2nd in the Grand National this year, Vanillier. Seen him there this morning, you can't miss him. Beautiful big grey horse. How's he?
Yeah, he's grand, Davey. We had a bit of a setback with him. He had to have a little procedure done in the summer, and we were slow to get started, so he's a month, probably maybe five weeks cantering done now. Hopefully we get him started off around Christmas time.
And the main aim, of course, is to return back to Anry.
Yeah, absolutely. We don't even have a definite plan for him yet, but it'll be all about Anry. Good.
Another horse owned by Eamon Waters, Redstone. He fell in his solo run in a point-to-point, Son of Soldier Fortune. He was very impressive in Ferryhouse on his debut for you.
He was, yeah. Big horse. He'll probably have an entry in the Fur Auction and the Monksfield in Navan.
Okay.
Depending on the ground, which one he'll go for, and we'll have a look at what the field is like. He's going well, and more than likely go to one of them. He's a nice big horse, and yeah, hopefully he'll make into a graded horse.
Did he take his by surprise winning in Ferryhouse?
No, he didn't. Listen, he beat the favourite Gordon's horse on the day. That
King of Kings.
Yeah, we thought we might struggle to beat him, but I'm not terribly surprised. I mean, he's a nice horse, goes well.
A beautiful mare to look at, and obviously has plenty of ability too. Limerick Lace.
Yeah, smashing big mare. Got off to a nice start, nice opportunity for her in Clonmel. A little bit hard to place this side of Christmas with mares races. So she has an entry in Troytown, potentially could go there, but yeah, she could have a run in some of those day-in handicaps.
I know the way you're thinking.
Yeah, look at a lovely run there, first run over fences, and we'll find another beginner's chase from there in a few weeks' time, and sure, look, we'll see how that goes.
Horse who should make improvement over fences too.
I think so. He jumped a little bit big the first day, a few of the fences, but loads of scope, and I think when he learns to do it right, he could be a nice horse.
Antrim Coast, he was 2nd in Cheltenham there 2 weeks ago. I think he's on a little bit of a break now, is he?
Having a small bit of a break, yeah. We'll aim him back more at the spring. Listen, he had 3 runs there, and you know, he's by presenting, and probably just doesn't want it too deep. So we take the opportunity and just give him a little break and aim him at the spring. But ran a cracker in Cheltenham, just got run out of it by a better horse on the day. If we met again in the spring, I'd be hoping we'd beat him. But he's a nice horse.
Bioluminescence, beautiful mare, bolted up in her sole point-to-point run in Bolta, and she was beaten then in Limerick in a bumper by Junta Marvel, filly of Willie Mullins, who went on then to win the graded bumper at the Punchestown Festival. So this is a mare with a big future.
Yeah, well, hopefully now, please God. Yeah, she's a gorgeous big walk in the park mare. She'll start off in the maiden hurdle in Navan at their 2-day meeting. Look at, I suppose, chase her in the making really long term.
She's big, isn't she?
She's a big mare. Yeah, nice, lovely mare.
Stumptown. He was very impressive when he won in Sandown last year, and then he ran into a well-handicapped horse of Sam Curlin's in the Kinmure to finish second. So we'll see him in plenty of these staying handicap chases. Yeah.
It's probably a little bit unfortunate. He won a bit too well in Sandown and went up a few pound too much. That subsequently got beat then in Cheltenham, but ran a cracker the same day. He ran the Kerry National and missed a couple of fences. He's entered in the Coral handicap chase, which I think is formerly the Hennessy, which is on early in December. So there's a good chance he'll go there.
Okay, that'd be a race that would definitely suit him, wouldn't it?
I think so. Look, it's a huge pot. At the moment he's 10-2 and I'd say the weights potentially will go up, but I think he'll definitely get in anyway.
He's a horse who doesn't mind jumping on the boat either, because obviously he's good form in England. So
yeah, I think English fences probably suit him a little bit better as well.
Okay.
So yeah.
Enchanto Bruno, very impressive. Like my mate Mozzie winning in Cheltenham. This is a very exciting horse.
Yeah, he is. Stepped him up to 2.5 in Cheltenham the last day. When I say stepped him up, it was his first run for me. Surprised me how well he travelled. I'd say we could definitely come back in trip. Overjumped a bit, and listen, he was an impressive winner. Could potentially go to the Royal Bond, as long as the ground wouldn't be bottomless heavy.
Okay.
I'd say he does like a bit of nice ground, but I would chance him on maybe Yielding Soft or something like that.
Obviously he's a horse with plenty of boot, but when you say dropping back to 2 mile, is that because of the way he races?
Yeah, and I just think, when you go up in grade like that, you also have to stay well as travel. So jumps very well. So listen, I think he's one to take a chance at that level.
Owned by the same owner. Hypotonus, is only run for you was in Gorn, a 4-year-old by Luke de Vega. He was very impressive when he won the last day.
Yeah, he was indeed. Heavy ground that probably just isn't ideal for him. He's definitely a horse that's better going right-handed than left, although we're going to run him in Naas on Sunday in a 4-year-old only winners race, which is left-handed. We're going to chance it and see how that goes. But look, he's a nice horse, and when you've won your maiden, you have to up the grade. So we'll know more on Sunday.
Okay. Final orders. He's been a great servant to the yards. Might see him in a Paddy Power in Cheltenham next week.
Yeah, the plan is to go there. Listen, he's not well handicapped anymore, but he's been a great servant, and if things fell his way, hopefully he'll be picking up money.
He's 26 pounds lower over hurdles, which is huge amount of.
It is huge, Davey, but like he's such a good jumper of a fence. He is definitely an awful lot better chaser.
Okay.
Hopefully he's still off a winnable mark over hurdles, but that remains to be seen.
Briar Hill, who was very good in Limerick the last day.
Yeah, she's going to go to Bangor next week for a mare's listed chase. She's in good form, and hopefully we'll target those mares races, let it be in Ireland or the UK over the.
Going back to what you're saying with Limerick Lace, that there's not a huge amount for those mares, is there?
There's not just this side of Christmas, but when you get into the spring, there's more.
Then there's a lot more.
There is certainly more.
You don't mind travelling then with them then? Yeah. A horse who I was very impressed by, it came out of Harley Dunn's stable, a son of No Risk at All, Sprint de la Mar. He won his sole run in New Cairn. This is a nice horse.
Nice horse, yeah. He'll start off in a bumper there in early December in Navan, is the plan. Or there is also a bumper in Fairy House, could possibly go to.
And we won't see him hanging around over in bumpers.
Listen, we'll see how it goes. He's only a 4-year-old and don't particularly want to.
No.
We'll see.
There's plenty of time for
plenty
him.
of time.
Yeah. Only by Night, a beautiful mare by Affinity. Very impressive, huge eye-catching display in Limerick under Derek O'Connor the last day.
Yeah, nice mare, goes very well. She's going to go to Mare's listed bumper in Navan at their 2-day meet. She's a nice mare, and hopefully she's definitely up to picking up black type.
Seen her doing a bit of work this morning with Paul Carby riding her.
Yeah, Paul rides her a good bit and he likes her.
Tell us about the owners real quick there. They're only new owners with the mare. They love the racing, coming over from England to Ireland.
Yeah, Colin and Jackie Russell. They bought Melina Girl and they only owned her about a week and she won the Ulster National. So they started off with a nice bit of luck and sure, hopefully we can build on that.
Good, it's great to see that. The other Mozzie, a horse by Vadamos. He was second in Galway the last day behind Tom Cooper's impressive bumper winner. His name escapes me at the moment. The other Mozzie, I know this is a horse you think quite a lot of.
Goes very well. He's a brother to my mate Mozzie. Listen, he's just not completely straightforward. Was quite keen with Derek that day in Galway. Listen, I think he's up to winning a bumper, so we'll stick down that route for the moment.
Okay. The Dancing Tree, a 4-year-old by Pillar Coral. He was third to Kingston Pride, and who I know is highly thought of in Nicky Henderson's, and the Enabler, a horse of Gordon's, who was second in a point-to-point recently in Thurles. So this is a nice horse too. Nice horse,
yeah. That was a good run that day. He was the one to take out of the race. I thought now he was flashing home. William him at a bumper. He'd probably run in about a month's time.
Okay.
Yeah, goes well.
The Passing Wife won a point-to-point in Ballynoe and has had a couple of runs for you since. Might go back to a bumper, you mentioned?
He could go back to a bumper. He was fourth in the maiden hurdle the other day in Cork, and we'll consider going back to a bumper run.
There's plenty more there, and we've seen you have a lot of 3-year-olds as well. Is there, if I was to ask you for 2 horses, maybe starting one, a young horse to keep an eye out for, is there any particular one that stands out most to you?
Well, I suppose of an unraced one is Spring Dalamere. I know he probably comes with he was a good 4-year-old winner, and it's probably quite an obvious one, but he is a nice horse.
And anything there that has been running that you think might improve for maybe moving to fences or going hurdling, anything like that, or a good handicap mark?
Man was very unlucky to come down in Ascot the other day in a big in a 100 grand handicap. I think there's a big handicap chasing him.
Okay, good. You're excited anyway. Plenty of nice horses, so
yeah.
and keep them coming.
That's it, Davey.
Listen, thanks very much, Gavin, for having me, and very best luck for the year.
Thanks, Davey. Thanks, man.